and bruises, bumps 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 and bruises. Bumps and bruises, 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 bumps and bruises.
Yeah, shout out the priest in the chat. Bumps and bruises, we like the fuses. Grab a seat and hear what the news is. Don't confuse us, you know the name. We the best and the brightest in this podcast game. Derek Marcos and Drizzen with the hot takes and recaps. Hit us in the chat, we welcome all feedback. Turn it up, cause we giving them hell. We the best in the business, now ring the bell.
Bumps and bruises, 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 bumps and bruises. Bumps and bruises, 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 bumps and bruises.
Oh man, look at us. We got new music, same old clowns in the podcast. Shout out to Rand, who's on tour, on the scene in South by Southwest, doing his Thug Thizzle with his music shizzle. Laced us with this new opening track that hopefully, you guys like. Make sure you like and subscribe our posts. And thank you once again for joining us for a live, later than usual edition of the Bumps and Bruises podcast. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I am one of your co-hosts, Marcos, aka at the Sunset Kid 56, joined, like always, by the complete team, with the exception of Rand. We got Derek over here, holding us down, and we got Drizzen, feeling lucky with his Irish shirt today on Happy St. Paddy's Day for those who celebrated, and happy belated a Stone Cold Austin 316 Day for those that celebrated that as well. How you guys doing?
I'm here. I'm ready to talk about some wrestling. A lot of stuff can happen. A lot of stuff can happen.
Okay, we're gonna talk about some wrestling, but we gotta talk and mention a couple things that happened before we talk about what Derek is very, very giddy to talk about.
The only thing that matters.
Let's talk about how we had a wonderful Friday night SmackDown.
Yes, sir.
And like, I feel like WWE is clicking on all cylinders. They're in full chill mode. They're trying to get people to go ahead and put that money down for your pay-per-views, not your watch parties, because those are illegal under the TKO policy. That's illegal. Where's the manager? Anyway, but they're trying to move on to some future ticket sales and just generate overall the excitement. So, and apparently, happy belated birthday to the young yet old OG over here, Derek, who celebrated a birthday on Friday the 13th, which was hopefully a better day for you than it was for Cody Rhodes. Was it, Derek?
Let's think about it. It was a chill day. It was good. I say yes.
All right. So for those of you that were under a rock and did not know what happened, see what I did there? We're officially in full swing of WrestleMania season, because every year around this time, Cody catches a beating that even his own mom is like, Jesus, Mary and Joseph, what is going on? And I mean, I feel like he really brought this one to himself. And the reason being is because I don't want to say he was taunting, but he was kind of like, hey man, I want the old you. And you know what? He got the full Randall Keith Orton, the St. Louis Playboy full treatment. Like you like, I believe JR said it a while back, like maybe 20 years ago. He goes, you got to make your words soft and sweet, because you never know when you might eat them. And I'm almost certain, Cody, if you are a person that believes in everything that's happening in wrestling is real life, he probably would not ask for what he got. So, what are your thoughts about that segment, guys?
You started off by saying we're hitting on all cylinders, and I don't know.
You don't think so?
I don't know. Doing the same thing 3 years in a row.
I mean, this is the 1 year. Maybe I see it in the way that they're trying it, and this is the last one. This is the blood feud of all blood feuds. Like,
remember The Rock went like this? He went like that, and then he been counting down, right?
No, we are not giving him that. We are not giving him that.
Like, this is something that, like, come on, man. Like, you can't write this any better. I'm glad that they didn't wait for Randall Keefe Orton's last year. I'm glad that it's happening now, while he can still hold it down in the ring. Like, come on, man. What are you not liking? Tell us what your criticism is, Drizzen.
I mean, we can go and take a screen grab and have the exact same shot for the last 3 years of him getting.
But he had such a beatable face, you know.
So let me ask you this. When Hogan got beat down by Andre and they ripped his little chain and everything, and then when Papa Shango did this to the Ultimate Warrior, this works. Your top babyface needs to bleed, needs to get betrayed.
But what's key right there is you said when this happened to Hogan and then it happened to Warrior, it didn't happen to Hogan and then to Hogan and then to Hogan and then to Hogan.
Well, who's the top baby? But what he said was the top baby face.
So you want to know who would have been the top baby face?
Who is the white meat baby face?
You know who?
Year 2010?
Who it would have been?
Who?
Randy Orton. If they had just turned Cody.
Why?
Why not?
Hey, that's the equivalent, and I don't know, Derek. Maybe I'm going down the wrong path here. That's the equivalent of us three standing somewhere. Of us three standing somewhere, and then I'm about to jump Shane, and then I go, yeah, Shane, whop, and then I steal on Derek. Why? Like what? Like Cody needs a major baby face. Somebody that's gonna actually
needs a major heel. Yeah.
Somebody is actually gonna I'm saying he needs a major baby face, somebody that's on the cusp to become the mega superstar. Randall Orton is a made man. This is the first time that I agree with Derek's take. That's like you giving a random retire for Walter, aka Gunther. It's like, why? Cody does not need to turn heel. I think you keep that card up here for when you need it.
You're saying they don't need it with the way that Mania ticket sales have been?
What does that matter?
31.6% off for yesterday.
Hey, I'm gonna
first time ever, huh?
It's not the first time ever
that they've done a discount on Mania tickets.
This is the first time in the last decade.
And really? The first time in probably 2 decades it's been that big.
No. I'm on
that much of a discount.
I mean, look, hey, I don't know that one.
Hey, and this is not coming from them. This is TKO. You think WWE is like, hey, let's do this?
That is them. It's the same company
regime.
now.
This is the new regime. It's like next thing you're telling me is like, oh man, I can't believe Hot Topic put a T-shirt on sale. Man, they're trying to generate units, baby. It's about optics. I think TKO and WWE are fine in terms of the ticket math. That gate is there.
We talking to the chat. Got to side with the Cody turn.
No, for what? For what?
So you're saying the only reason to ever turn Cody is to bring up a younger star?
No, I think you hold on to that chip for when it's needed. You know what I mean?
This was the time that it was like most needed and could have been insanely impactful.
Okay, let's do this. He turns on Orton, right? Orton goes stagnant because heel Cody's not going to lose. Look
Why
at that.
Not?
Because you're not going to waste that heat. Look what happened. The same people
heels
that
can
wanted
lose, though. Heels can lose and still be top heels.
Not in the beginning. You can't. He's not the champion. If let's say Cody was on the chase, yeah, he could turn heel.
You could absolutely have him lose, have him thinking he's more than he is, And then he goes in there and RKO, crowd goes ballistic. He comes back and he's like, no. You only caught me because of the RKO, blah, 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 blah. And then introduce stipulations and all this stuff. As he
so you want Cody not to be a crazy heel. You want him to be a chicken shit heel, one that makes excuses.
Yeah, one that he's been his entire career that he's been a heel.
No, man.
Except for New Japan.
Nah. You know what I said? I say the WWE is tepid on turning their baby faces heel, especially somebody at his name, because look what happened with Cena.
Oh yeah, it was terrible.
Okay,
but it could have been amazing.
Okay, they essentially turned Cena heel last year around this time for pretty much the same reason. Am I right or am I wrong there, Derek?
And they did it with Orton this year to face Cody.
No, Orton literally hands down is the best heel that we've seen, even better than Roman, because the Roman character, the tribal chief character, works better because he's an unstoppable force. He's not a dastardly heel. Orton is a heel as they come. Like Derek, listen, I want you to weigh in on this. Am I right or am I wrong here?
Okay.
Like if you are management right now, right? Ooh. If you're management right now, and you just come off of arguably, if John Cena's entire charisma did not save his final year, you turn your top babyface and heel, and it kind of floundered afterwards. Wouldn't you be tempted to turn your top white meat babyface right now? Cody still gets the crowd. He still gets pop. If he was coming in and people were like, or no, Cody still got sympathy, and it wasn't generated sympathy. It was legit.
So that crowd on Friday absolutely cheered Orton beating the shit out of Cody.
But that's the same crowd that's going to cheer him. I don't know. Derek, talk to me. I want to hear about from the captain on the ship. Our QB1.
All right. Should he turn heel in general, or should he turn heel right now?
Right now? Like, would you pull the plug for Randy Orton? Randy on my way out that has been known to be a stagnant face. When has Randy ever been an amazing face? Name one time. People still talk to me about 09 Orton, Psycho Orton.
I mean, listen.
He was over as can be as a face
when he was tagging with RK Bro. I mean, yeah, this is true. Okay, so my whole thing is, would I take Homelander Cody over 09 Orton?
Homelander Cody is a figment of our imagination.
I mean, yes. This is what I think Cody would be, as a heel. I would definitely take Evil Orton,
because he's proven.
It's Orton that was punt kicking old people and women.
Bro, this is
I'm here
Orton.
For pure chaos. Okay,
this is Orton.
So, I gotta go with that one.
This is Orton that pissed off Triple H so much, and Triple H is like, nah, son, that people were giving the McMahon sympathy cheers, bro.
Okay.
Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
I just want to point out the fact that Derek just said, I'll take the legend killer, Randy Orton, but I hate the legend killer, Gunther.
Yes.
He hates remakes, baby.
Yes.
That's all it is. He hates remakes.
Yes, but my whole thing with that one thing that you just said, my whole thing with that is Randy was young, taking out legends. It makes sense. Gunther's old.
Gunther is not old.
He's not young.
He's just mad.
How old is Oba? Oba's not even 30.
Is it because he don't have a beard? That's what it is.
He's not even 30.
It's because he don't have a beard. Get it.
Gunther is at least 35. He's probably like 37.
He's 38.
I was see.
Hey,
So he's
That's
damn near
not
with
old wrestling.
but he's damn near with the old people now.
nah.
Yes.
I think
Anywho.
you know when Homelander Cody plays better when Cody's slower, when Cody can't like when the pops are like indifferent. You know what I mean? When you start getting the big dog reaction. Do you remember the big dog reactions, Derek? Were you a fan back then?
Mm.
When Roman Reigns would come out and be like, "Cause I'm the big dog in the yard," and people are like, "Man, shut the hell up."
Yeah, I remember when people hated Roman.
This is
Like,
my yard now.
yeah, like
God.
you know, like if Cody's literally coming out and still saying like I'm QB1, and people are like, "Yeah, Cody," and these are not pumped in cheers, man. Like this is legit. Like I don't know, man. You saved that. You it's like you asking, it's like you getting tickets to see Andre 3000, and then he goes, "Hey man, I know y'all bought tickets to see me, but guess what? It's a surprise flute show. You gonna be mad as a mug." It's like, you know,
Guys,
like yes, he was successful, but do people care about him playing flute? No. It's like I ain't trying to see. I'm not trying to see Orton come out like I hope everybody's having fun here in Chicago.
listen. We can go back to 09, okay?
Yeah,
But I also
he
the only
damn
thing I
near had
need,
the same haircut. Did anybody peep that?
yeah.
Did anybody peep how he had the bald head? Orton has
So,
not had a skin fade that low in a minute, and he
look,
did it.
if we gotta get 09 Orton, I want 09 Kofi Kingston. I want Black Trunks Kofi. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I'll sign the petition. Let me get Black Trunks Kofi. Give me Jamaican Black Trunks Kofi, who put him through the table. I'm just
I don't
saying.
know. But first of all, the media engagement, and I sound like I'm big corporate brain right now. The media engagement that WWE has gotten over the weekend, and the amazing shots of adults and children going, "What the hell just happened to Cody?" And the simple sheer luck of Cody, he didn't even blade for some crazy reason. His forehead just went. That's the greatest thing. I don't think he bladed.
Definitely bladed.
No, I think that he was hard open. I think
No,
he was hard open, dog.
no, they cut right after he got hit, and he's laying on the floor on the outside of the ring, and then they pick him up, and he's bleeding all over. He definitely gigged.
I don't know. I don't know. Like, I think the violence of the weekend goes to both Cody and Dom, who basically started trying to block blunt objects with their faces.
Well, that means that this man did not watch AEW, who got the dumbest violence award ever.
No. I didn't say dumbest violence. I say the violence, like, you know, like it's practical. I think
The
and
AEW violence was stupid.
And I think we're gonna get there. I have a different take. So number one, I'm glad that they're pulling the trigger on Drew versus Jacob Fatu. I think that's gonna give us a whole new nuance of Drew versus CM Punk. Like it could get nasty like that. Like it could show off the skills.
But
And
Jacob can't lose. And Drew shouldn't lose.
I think they could trade because I think this is going to be the feud of the summer. I think for them it kicks it off, just
So
like I feel like it kicks it off of the
round 1 of 3.
Yeah, 100%. This is going to end in a cage or in a Samoan street fight. Something's going to happen.
Got it.
Yeah, like I think both know how to bleed and both know how to hit heavy, and they're both just horses. And I think for them, especially Jacob in this stage, I think this is where he proves that he belongs. And I think Drew has already made his resume on these personal feuds. I think this is where we get the same Drew that was killing it on social media with the memes and everything, because it's so personal. And he just literally, I'm surprised they haven't given Drew a list gimmick, because his list of people that he just like, nah, he's just at home like, ooh, wait until I see you. like so many people. Like, what is your thoughts about this? Like, what do you guys see? Like, Like I think it's about the. I think I started to believe last week we talked about it that it's about the moments versus the actual wins and losses. That's what I think. Bro, Stone Cold and Bret Hart made themselves on a feud, not over a belt, on a personal feud, and look at the results there. I'm not saying that these two men are Bret and Stone Cold, but you could kind of make something work out of nothing if you given enough time.
I mean, I'm here to see it if they do it right. That's my biggest thing because WWE TKO they fumble.
Mm-hmm.
They got Butterfingers. I need them to get the little sticky stuff from Little Rascals. You know what I'm saying? That right there.
And I also like anybody see is that what it and on the road to this Drew versus Jacob, we got the sprinkle in, we got a taste of the trick versus Fatu, which was an amazing match that I didn't even know I wanted until they gave us a taste of it.
I'll be real. I was definitely pushing for that, and I wanted Drew and Nick Aldis.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on there, and I'm not going to speculate. But I think if I don't want Trick and Fatu. You know why? Because the trajectory, if you put them together, one is going to go down and one is going to go up. And I can see Trick Williams benefiting, stepping over Fatu, and that's not what I want for either person now. I think they could both elevate themselves in the future. What are your thoughts? Would you have wanted Jacob and Trick, or those are two faves right there that you like? One is not going to come out clean from this.
I mean, in the way wrestling history goes, someone always hits the slide down versus keeps climbing up. So I mean, I definitely get what you're saying there. Do I want to see them go at it? For sure. Maybe not at Mania. Maybe at like a different pay-per-view where it won't affect so bad. Yep. But like, I feel like taking an L at Mania can fuck you up. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. It stays with you. At least that's my opinion. So, what is going on with MFT and the Wyatt Six? Like, I just want this to end. Like, hey, let's have a faction just disappears and gets repackaged match.
That plastic lamp is powerful because it's not the one that Bray used to carry, which he carried a real one, a real lantern. This is a LED plastic, no glass, $19.99 at Walmart. And it is embarrassing. And it doesn't matter who wins because Tama is just going to go in at the end and steal the lantern and get it anyway.
So speaking of MFT, there's rumors, and it's just rumors. Like some guy just wrote on some wrestling blog that there is some idea out there that you have Tama go to Raw and reunite with Finn because they're part of the original Bullet Club. I think that's the only interesting part. If this can lead to that,
you and I talked about it here. If God jump to SmackDown and come out with their banger entrance music,
but I think it might honestly be one because God, as we know it, in its iteration in New Japan, it was the two younger brothers. It was Tangaloa and Tala. Those were the ones that were tagging at the end because remember, Tama Tonga went on his solo run.
Right, but the God that is most known is Tangaloa and Tama.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I thought that's literally when Jay went single star. I thought the Usos were going to reform with Solo because literally that's what God did. They were
that's exactly what God did.
It's like, all right, one of the brothers, he's a single guy now, so I'm gonna just tag with my other brother.
Which I would love to see original Gorillas of Destiny come out. I mean, you and I mean, we all talked about it here. That entrance music was a banger, and you mentioned that you think that they own the rights, so that would be amazing.
They definitely own it because back then it wasn't like, hey man, let's do this for the love. They paid somebody to write this because New Japan was like, music, what is this? And like, how about we insert this random anime track right here?
So incredibly true.
It's like, why are we paying people? Like, what are you talking about? Like, we have a bunch of instrumentals. Have you not watched?
Have you not seen Kenny Omega's entrance?
Yeah, like, come on. We just borrow from people. So here's another question for you guys. What's going on with Jade Cargill? Is it going to be a situation where she beats down people so much that they join her in a faction? Because it looks like B-Fab and Mi Chin are going to end up being with her. What do you think about that, Derek?
What's your thoughts, Derek?
On makeup? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know, man. She's strong. So, like, could these people really?
She's strong enough to beat people down to the point that they're like, you know what? I give up. I'm down with you. What is it? Beanie Siegel, get down and lay down? Beanie Siegel is a 90s rapper for those of you guys that are too young to remember that. First of all, Derek, we need you to slide over and get in frame, dog.
Am I? Oh, on the other one?
I mean, that's the one people are watching, right? There you go.
Depends where they're watching, how they watching.
Nah, we got one there, 4 on the other side. So it depends. But yeah, I figured, get down, lay down. Like shit.
It's the prison rules, man.
Listen, why not? Have Mi Chin and B-Fab. She had two lackeys, back in the other company.
I can't even remember. I don't want that for B-Fab and Mi Chin.
Right now, what are they giving them?
Be down.
Which we saw Jade and B-Fab in the background when they were carting around Johnny Gargano.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Literally on a
there's
cart.
a lot of background work this little week of wrestling that we've had.
I mean, hey, you know who you got to think about for that? The GOAT of background work. Mr. Danhausen, baby.
Oh, okay. I thought we was talking about Cross.
No.
Okay.
I mean, like,
you can't have Karrion Kross. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know where this is going, and I do like the tease of the Bella Twins versus what is they called, the natural? What is it called? Natural disasters or forces of nature? Isn't that what they're calling Nia Jax and Lash Legend?
Irresistible forces.
Yeah. I was like, natural disasters.
I don't know, bro.
When you said it, it took what I knew already.
Earthquake and typhoon.
What?
They were an 80s wrestling tag team for you younger folks.
Yeah. So I'm actually, I find it weird that we're getting Bellas versus them this Friday. Like, that's a Mania match, isn't that?
I think
we have the tag team titles on Mania, and if so, which titles? Because they ain't gonna give us all title matches, which they should. I mean,
I don't know. I think WWE is like everybody on deck. Like, I think if you hold the title, you have priority over people that normally get left off the thing. I don't think we're gonna have a battle royal. I think this is why they're setting up purpose matches. You know what I mean? I don't think we even gonna have the weird. You guys remember? I forgot what PLE it was. Where people are like, yeah, we hanging out backstage in the party, baby. Yeah, it's legends over here. Like, hey, what's up, girl? How you been? I'm Trish Stratus.
It's funny because I know exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah, it's like, Trish, you flew all the way out here for a 4-second segment. What's up, girl? Like, like, didn't they have Mello like 2 years ago in the back of the party or something like that? Like, dog, like I rather see people wrestle. Like, yeah, give Danhausen the 2-second thing, but not pack an entire fake party with people. That
they can't do it this year because watch parties are illegal.
Yeah. Hey, imagine
in a 50-mile radius.
Hey, you know what? I'm a troll. If I was running creative,
I know exactly what you would do.
I would have him set it up and then have fake police be like, hey, what you doing?
Shut it down.
Yeah, you can't have watch parties.
Get your tickets. You can get them over there. Oh, wait, it's sold out. You're stuck. Oh, wait, it's not sold out yet. That's why the 31% off.
No, I mean, I think they're really leaning hard. Did it feel like they were teeing up the Stone Cold thing and then Stone Cold thing didn't appear? I found that was weird. Like, you can't shoot that man a cameo request. Like, hey, dog,
Yeah,
it's 30 years.
Live via satellite. What happened to live via satellite?
Not even that. Like, yo, it's a memorable year. 30 years, dog.
From the King of the Ring?
Not from the King of the Ring, but from 316, we've been rocking with it. Like, hey, man, I just want to thank the WWE Universe. It's like, come on, man. He ain't going to charge you a big check for that. You think Stone Cold can't give him 30 seconds?
No. Yeah, it was the King of the Ring. Like
I understand, but hasn't been 30 years since the King of the Ring. King of the Ring.
Yeah, it was 96.
No, but the date it wasn't 30 years to the day of him dropping the promo.
Oh, no. But it's 30 years since it happened, and that was the creation of 316.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is y'all know I'm a belt guy.
Yep. Are you?
You want did they drop a smoking skull one or
two of them?
Two of them. What? They have the bionic red one and then his regular one?
Crazy shit. They do have a red one. It's like a bloody stone. And the actual skull on the front is bleeding.
Okay. That's an interesting choice.
A blue one, which is 30 years, and they both got rattlesnake skinned leather belt straps.
Okay. So when do they both arrive to your house?
They don't. They $700 a piece.
They do look exactly the same.
Yeah. Just the one has the blood.
It's just a different. You can get the Bloodline Stone Cold belt, or you can get the Jey Uso Stone Cold belt.
Are you talking about the Crip of the blood Crip?
It is totally Crip of blood belt.
You got a Raw and a SmackDown belt. Which one you want?
I think Stone Cold merch for SmackDown is wild because that was in his show. It was the Rock show.
That's why it's called SmackDown.
Yeah, and then ironically, I don't think Stone Cold was there very much after 2001. But hey, I digress. So we got that. We got Tiffany versus Kiana James, and I think they're really trying to push Kiana James, which I like. She's actually pretty good in the ring.
Can we just rip the Band-Aid off and go to what's on your shirt?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No. All right. I mean, so I don't even want to do that yet. You know what? I'm gonna make you wait, baby. I'm gonna make you wait.
Slow build.
I'm gonna make you wait.
Let it burn out like an incense.
Saturday, AEW.
Sunday.
Excuse me. No, Saturday, AAA. Dom retaining. I didn't have that on my bingo.
I did not either. I thought he was going to drop it.
Yeah, I figured. I think and the baby. I watched most of the pay-per-view. The babyface reaction that he got. It's genuine.
It's crazy.
It's like we're like in Bizarro world. Like I thought it was funny with the El Grande Americano, but it's like one is hot as fish grease over there.
Well, so is El Grande Americano for that matter.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like one is heel, one is face. I think if they're gonna have a match versus match, it should headline Triple Mania. What do you think?
If they do El Grande versus original El Grande, mask versus mask, I'm all for it.
I'll get that.
What about you, Derek? Do you think it's a WrestleMania match, or you think it's a Triple Mania match?
You talking about the original El Grande and the real El Grande?
Like mask versus mask, because I think that's where it's gonna happen.
WrestleMania.
I don't think it's a. I don't think it should be a WrestleMania match. I think we might have gotten lucky, and they're not going to shoehorn that because they had the Monday Night Raw match, which is actually really good.
It was really good,
really good. And I think we're gonna probably get one unmasked and then becoming Chad Gable. I think at worst we might get 2 matches. We might get mask versus mask, and then it continues on AAA, and then we get a definitive winner, and then all of a sudden you get a Monday Night Raw like, oh, he's Chad Gable. Like, he's no longer El Grande Americano. How would you book it? Or you think you just want both of them off your TV at this point?
I mean, I don't really care.
It was Chad Gable all along.
Like, we know who everybody is. Unfortunately, I wish it had that. Little.
Can I ask you this?
Things?
Like, legitimately, in 2026, how can WWE pull that off where you didn't know who it was?
I mean, for a minute, we didn't know who the new guys were.
We couldn't figure out who the mascot was.
What
Well,
I mean, that was by design.
But you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Well, that's because they kept making
one was a black guy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But going back to El Grande, like, how can you make it so like what? You give him full sleeves? Do you change his complete
full body
outfit?
suit?
Full body suit.
Full body suit. You know what I'm saying? Give him a Catwoman suit. Boom. There you go.
It's like a woman in Jeddah.
It's like, so it would be like and I'm dating myself here as a TNA guy. It would be like Suicide in TNA, where nobody knew who he was in the beginning, and then it was like a backstage photo that spoiled it for everybody.
Hey, I'm here for it. All you get is the mask. The mask is the key thing, but a whole body suit, and then no one knows who it is.
But
obviously, if he don't go like this,
they come out like Los Conquistadors.
I think this was all tongue in cheek that they ended up, they're like, oh, we don't know what to do, and then this shit.
Why did they give the real Americana a cape? Where'd that come from?
Because he's super.
No, because I think the whole angle was to make fun of Mexican culture, and I think it was supposed to like end horribly in AAA, but the shit caught on. Like, it's like the bizarre world. It's like booking a Monday Night Raw in Chicago or pay-per-view in Chicago. You don't know what the hell is going to happen.
Yeah, and I agree with that take from Marcos. Like, I think that it was supposed to be this short-lived thing that he's like, doesn't have the respect that he should have for the culture, and then he gets down there and gets his ass whooped and is like, wait a second, this is actually something.
Yeah.
And they get to beat respect into him, but then they were like, actually, this is kind of good.
It's giving me of like, Derek, do you remember when it was Undertaker versus Undertaker? Were you old enough for that?
I know of it. I don't know if I was old enough for it.
It's like if
I saw it, but I know of it.
Brian Lee was the guy that played the fake Undertaker. It's like if he got more cheered than what's it called? I forgot Undertaker's real name. Was it Mark Callis? They're Mark Callis, and then they're like, hey, Mark, we got to find you a new character, baby.
Mark Calloway,
excuse me, because you lost the Undertaker. Like, because they love this guy more than you. But I don't know. So that was good. And then Sunday, AEW gave us a very serviceable pay-per-view. And I know our group chat was popping. I think if you reorder matches, I just don't understand why they gotta put, like, I get you have to have your main event for the belt, but why is that gimmick match your last match? Like, I feel like this feud could have gone a different direction with Hangman and MJF, and you could have kind of let Moxley run with this type of gimmick match. But I don't know. I think I guess the fan base just loves this shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like imagine that, like it's like, where it's like every year I believe that this is what they're gonna give us. Is it a Revolution thing? I might be wrong because I have the recollection of a squirrel. So like I don't know.
So Rand gets on me about this and that I'm not an AEW fan, blah, 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 blah. I try. I have friends in the company. I want the company to succeed because it's better for wrestling. Was there?
I said, you know people?
Yeah, I know people in the company.
Okay.
I want them to succeed. I want the company to do well because it's better for wrestling fans if there's a company out there. But they got to have a production meeting. They got to sit there and talk about, to your point, like, hey, this is the order that we should put these matches on. They had 13 matches on this card that was way too long. That was like,
hold on. I didn't mention that because we were sitting there with 7-hour manias. Derek, am I wrong there?
I've only watched, never been to. I think I only seen 2. But yeah.
Those are like I've been to the New York one where I was just like, Jesus Christ!
And
like
it was
I've been
too
here.
long.
What's it, Mania?
The change that they're doing this year for Mania, I think is wrong. Like we didn't want 7 hours in a day. That's tiring. I've been to AEW shows where they shoot 3 shows at once, and by the time you're done,
I'd be like, "Oh, I got 2 shows for one price."
Until you're sitting there and you're like, God damn, I feel musty. And I don't know about you guys.
I took my kid. By the end, he's like falling asleep, and I'm like falling asleep with him.
Like my flat ass can't sit in those chairs for more than like 4 hours, bro. And no, I didn't mean to say fat. I'm flat, like as a board. Like I have no gluteus meat to like cushion. Like after a while, I'm like, all right. It's like sitting in a plane for way too long. Like
no BBL Marcos.
Hey, you know what I mean? Like, hey, I love a flight to California, but I'm dreading a flight like the flight to Italy or to France. I was like, all right. Like I was like, okay, what's going on? Like
left
we need to
right cheek, left cheek, right cheek. But the show was too long, and it was on a work night, a school night, and went till 12:30. They have 13 matches, 2 trios matches, and it was the trios match, a match in between, and the trios match. Like spread that out around the card so it doesn't feel like, wait, why is there another trios match already? Like it felt weird.
The wrestling is always top tier, but I just feel like something is not clicking there, man. Like I the battle royal for the national title was cool. That was inventive. And then they did the fake overrun that led into the start of the pay-per-view. That was kind of cool. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like they can fine-tune things. I think they deviated away from the WWE product that they have their place in the industry solidified. It's like, come on, man. Like I don't know what it is because I'm starting to feel like how old heads were in the beginning of ECW, where they're like, that's not my wrestling.
That's
like, and it's like I get like, and I'm an indie guy. Like I fell in love with independent wrestling in the 2016 through 2019 run that all the big names that are major names now had. And like, I don't know. I can't get jiggy with this. Derek, did you follow any of these guys before like AEW? Or like you were always a WWE guy?
Definitely always a WWE guy. That's what we grew up on. I mean, yes, did I know about, you know what I'm saying, the other companies and stuff, but like I didn't get to go to shows as a kid or, you know what I'm saying, anything like that, or live in a place that had shows, you know. So
yeah. When AEW formed, were you watching? Were you like watching for Cody? Were you like, man, this is interesting, or did it not grab you?
I didn't know about it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'd be lying if I was like, yeah, I knew about it. Like, first off, you know what I'm saying, Cody came through and made a company with these other 3 people. I ain't know shit about that shit.
Okay. Is it because you wasn't in the know? Because
I just wasn't. I think I just wasn't in the know. Once I found out about it and was kind of, you know, getting hip to it, I definitely was watching, but it's a lot of wrestling to consume in a matter of 7 days. So
do you
something
prioritize
falls off.
WWE over that because it's a comfort level,
I
or
mean,
because
that's what
as
I
an
know.
adult it's hard? That's why
Yeah,
there's tribalism. I
yeah,
think this is where the tribalism comes from.
for sure.
That like if you were a young kid in high school, definitely I'll be watching every single night.
Yeah, you ain't got
I'll be
nothing to
like,
do
oh,
but
this is
homework.
amazing.
You got
Yeah,
nothing to do but homework in school. But for me, definitely prioritize WWE. It's not like it's a real bias, but like that's what I grew up on. That's what my favorite people are. That's where
Mhm.
my favorite people that are over there now. They came from, you know what I'm saying? Most of them came from WWE. But I
Yeah.
still keep up on certain people. And when certain people have matches, I tune in for those. There are some, household or people that came from indie names that I keep up on. Cause like I like Willow. Willow's dope. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? Just for me to name one person. What's his name? MJF is another
Yeah.
one that I watch. But I also like his feuds. I like his feuds with, you know what I'm saying, the people that came from WWE. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I
for me, it's just I watch WWE. I catch other stuff when I can. So
I like I guess I'm the old man shouting at the cloud because I don't dislike AEW. I just don't prioritize them in viewing.
yeah,
And it's like I'm
Shane
a
hates
little
them.
bit I'm a little bit late to the game when it comes to the feuds. Like I like watching them on pay-per-views because it kind of they're really good at giving you the history more so than the WWE because they know that it's a lot of wrestling and you're not going to catch the errant like AEW Dynamite, like you know what I mean. It's kind of like you could watch bookend shows, kind of
Mhm.
like how WWE goes all out with Mania, where
Yeah.
they're like they give you a rundown what is happening, versus you having to be like, oh man, you remember that Raw from 3 weeks ago in Boise, Idaho? Is like no, they catch you up, but then it's like they throw a monkey in the plants, like Tekla. I'm aware of Tekla, but up until this weekend, I didn't know she was the women's champ, and I was just like, wait a minute, why did they uh push Chris Statlander only for them to give her the belt to somebody else that was way easier for her to get it than she did? Like she struggled to get that belt for like years, and then
Yeah,
now
because that podcast where she was like, I don't know what to do now. They were like, well, you're losing the belt.
you think that was it? Like all
I
jokes
think
aside,
I think it played a factor.
wow, that sucks. And like I don't know, like I hope I like
But
I never want AEW to fold. I think with time and experience on the management side, because they have all the talent in the world on their roster, I think they'll get better.
they have a
And
ton
so-
of talent. They have good people there. There's just a lack of cohesion when you look top to bottom. And hands down, like MJF has the potential to be amazing, but his edgelord shtick wears me thin. I think that's me being old, but I
Mhm.
mean, it's far worse than anything that Degeneration X ever did. It's far worse than anything that they ever stopped with right to censor or any of that. And I mean, Shivani said that dropped the F bomb 3 times in the pay per view. Like, I want to watch wrestling with my family. Like, and my kids are older now, but my kids have been watching wrestling with me since they were young, and that's
You
just
don't want to hear all the F bombs.
it's distasteful to me. Like,
but we watched it. It was bleeped on USA, but I felt like they kind of did the same thing, or they found ways around it. Like "Suck It" was pretty much
the announcers never said, "What the fuck is he doing?" And that's
true.
what Shivani said. And it's like, come on, that doesn't add to the match. That doesn't make me feel
But
like a terrible guy.
if I play devil's advocate, "Suck It" was a way to work around to you saying SMD. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, like I don't know, like Derek. Who do you think the audience for AEW is? And I'm coming from it as a different place. Like wrestling, where there's wrestling, I am there because I am a self-proclaimed wrestling fan. Like if it's like what did they used to say? about the Bible, where the one or two people believe in him, he's there. I feel like if two people are grappling somewhere, I might be like, wait, hold
I'm
on.
trying to watch.
Like, hold on. Do they have a live right now? Is it on pay-per-view? Let me check it out. Like,
Is this
and-
live streaming?
but like, as like, okay, WWE is for the masses, right? Let's be honest. It's your Marvel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like, is AEW trying to be your Marvel, or are they
No,
trying to be your
DC.
A24? Like,
They're DC. They're DC. They got good animes. Their lives aren't, their live actions aren't that great, but you know what I'm saying? Their animes, yeah, basically.
They're
You know what
fire.
I'm saying? Like they got their
Like-
moments. But I feel like AEW fans are the WWE fans who got fed up with WWE.
Mhm.
Now they have something else that's mainstream that they can watch, and it's the people who don't like WWE's prices because AEW is way more affordable.
So, PYT Mama 6106, she put up a comment that's saying she thinks AEW is for older wrestling heads.
Okay.
I don't know if AEW is for older wrestling heads, because they're very inclusive and they go out of their way to tell you and to show you that they are, whereas WWE is kind of like, well, we are already inclusive because we're a huge corporate brand. It's like if Universal Studios is telling you, like, hey man, we have a quiet room and we welcome all genders and everything, whereas Disney's like, yeah, we're not going to shun anybody because we're a huge corporation. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're not going to hardline anything. Like I don't know. Like, I feel like maybe AEW is for younger people or for people that came off the street, because although they do have nostalgic acts to keep people like me and Drizzen and you engaged, but it's kind of like, notice who ended the show: MJF and Hangman Page, two people that are new to the wrestling game, not new to the company, but like their career is maybe a decade, a little bit more. Like that's youthful movement. It's like, I don't know. I think it's kind of flip-flopped in terms that, proven versus something that's not proven. And I don't know. I just hope that they find their identity, because what is it called? What was the term, Shane? You might remember that they called their sickos. Like, I don't think they long term want that as a branding. I think they just like, all right, sure, we're sickos. Let's go with it. Like,
I think that a lot of the AEW hardcore fans are the people that got fed up with WWE, wanted something different, but they still loved wrestling. They loved a lot of the indies. They loved New Japan. And AEW kind of scooped a lot of that talent up and put it inside of there. They still get the taste of WWE talent that comes over. They get the feeling that it's an alternative to the PG era, especially of WWE, which we're kind of still loosely in right now. And they enjoy the Texas death match, which I thought was dumb for the sake of being dumb. Like, I thought it was one of the worst matches I've seen in a while.
okay.
And they had 3 rope hanging spots. That is like the 12th one they've done in the last 3 pay-per-views.
Do you think if they leaned more on narrative, like kind of how the WWE is, which is the full-blown storytelling, does AEW turn the corner? Or
yes,
or do they lose their identity in that same situation?
I don't think they do. I think they can keep that identity of, hey, we're here for those fans that have been here forever. We're here for those smart mark fans. We're here for the internet wrestling community, and we're going to do everything that the WWE does. We're going to push it a little bit harder. But if they leaned more into the story, the best things that AEW has done was the 1.5-year long Hangman Page redemption story when he first won the title. That was
Mhm.
an amazing story that they took their time with. They built it week after week after week. It never felt stale. And then he finally overcame all the odds to win. And it was a great story. When they did Kenny Omega and the belt collector gimmick, and he was going into the indies and they were still pushing it, they were still talking about him weekly. An amazing story. And like where they failed is Mercedes, they started a belt collector gimmick, but they never really talked about it. They do, oh my gosh, she won another belt. Oh my gosh, she has all these belts. She's great. But they never developed the story like they did with Kenny. And it really had that kind of fall flat. And now she's starting to drop the titles. And they're this like, oh yeah, here's a photo where she lost the belt this weekend instead of a cohesive story.
Now,
And like even this finally, like the Swerve Hangman was a good story, but they accelerated a little bit too fast. It could have been better. And this MJF Hangman story went too quickly and then erupted in this death match stupidity.
now let me ask you both this, and this is kind of like a question that I just want to throw out there. What do you prefer your wrestling? Do you prefer as backstage leaning as WWE does with the segments and promos, or do you just want to see action in the ring? Do you want to see the stories play out in the ring, or do you need the skits in between, or the narrative in between, or the storytelling? Like Derek, like.
So I just want to see big meaty men slapping meat. You know what I'm saying? That's what
Okay.
we're here for. You feel me? I should have put on the shirt today and I forgot to.
So
Next week.
You got a good shirt on though. You got a good shirt this week though.
I mean, yeah, you know, it's cool. It's a little something. A little something. We'll get to that later on.
So then why doesn't AEW pull you in more?
No.
Because I feel like they deal with the men slapping meat.
So
Pause. I completely said that wrong.
all right. So I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I just wanted to do a little bit. That's all that was. I honestly like the storytelling. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of like how he was getting that, and how who was it that you said they built the storyline between so and so and so and so over at AEW and you really liked it? Who you just
Hangman Swerve?
Yeah. So no, that you liked how they did it. You said they moved too fast.
Oh, the Hangman's entire story was great.
The redemption story. That's what it was. Yeah. So like how they did, like in the E, basically that was Cody. Cody came back. Cody wanted to win the title that his that his dad never won. You know what I'm saying? With winning the WWE title. So with stuff like that, like yeah, I like the slow build. I like the fact that he didn't win it his first time, you know, fighting for it, but he came back the next year. I also do like, you know, the chaos that comes with, you know what I'm saying, these storylines, but I don't want something just random thrown together. Like even with well, we ain't got to that yet. Even with the stuff we'll get to later, like it's still a build to it. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel that when the narrative is not there, like, okay, example, AJ Lee and Bailey, if they were on AEW and then like the week before Bailey won a match and then we're going to get next week, we're going to get AJ Lee and Bailey, I feel like people would have been like, oh man, this is dope if it was on AEW. But the fact that it felt rushed in WWE, you're like, oh man, she's not going to get a full-blown story. She's going to get a match and then we're going to go home.
I think it's the people on AEW be excited for whatever.
Or do you think we temper our expectations of, like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, it's going to sound messed up, but like when you go to Burger King, you go there for the burgers because you're like, oh, the fries are okay. But then when you go to McDonald's and you get crappy fries, you're like, wait a minute, what the hell? like, do you temper your expectations per company? Or do you tailor for the company? I mean, if we get on SmackDown, we get 12 matches or whatever. We get very little TV segments. It's just matches. Or we'd be like, what the hell's wrong with SmackDown?
Yeah, I mean, that's how it would be because I mean, I want to know why these matches are happening. Why is Jay fighting so and so? You know what I'm saying? With her character, she's a bully.
Yeah.
She went from the baby face tagging with Bianca and everything, and then once she got taken out, you know what I'm saying, she came back to that regular Jade persona that we know from the other company, from AEW.
Yeah.
So at least like that doesn't need a storyline because we already got the back history. You know what I'm saying, of it. That's her. She don't give a fuck. So
true. All right. I just wanted.
I think WWE does a really good job of being that kind of comfortable in between, where, I mean, for all intents and purposes, wrestling is the men's soap opera, and this isn't to exclude anyone or anything else. That's what it's been called for decades. That's an easy way to say, hey, why do you watch wrestling? Hey, it's like a soap opera. It's great. Come watch it sometime. And they do a really good job of building that story that keeps the overarching interest of everyone. So you're not just going, oh yeah, I enjoy watching the athleticism that goes with it. That's why I like it more than watching a soap opera, but I still get that little drama that kind of snuck in there, and that's what makes it better than watching a soap opera, or that's what makes it better than watching Real Housewives of New Jersey, because it's more fun.
Yeah.
Is that what you been watching, Real Housewives of New Jersey? Because you was real specific.
So
I almost went basketball wise, but I figured you'd be like, don't hate on my show.
So is this a good comparison? And I want people that are watching to weigh in on the chat. Is WWE a full movie that engages you, like, for you to get to the climax and the big fight scene and the big set, versus AEW that is just a collection of fight scenes where people just get matched up and they just start throwing hands?
That summed it up real well. Like, every now and then we'll see that, which I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna break the seal a little bit. Penta had the open challenge, and we didn't know who it was gonna be, and Dragon Lee came out. So that was, no real story, but at the same time, commentary did a really good job of saying, hey, Dragon Lee has had these couple of run-ins with Gunther recently. They didn't go his way, but it's given him more confidence and it's grown him, and that's why he stepped up to this challenge. So even though this thrown together match, there was still a story interlaced in there.
Yeah. So that's why I think, and this is just my humble opinion. That's why I think open challenges work in the WWE, because that's outside of their norm. Whereas I feel like in AEW, as a fan, like if I'm a off the street fan and I didn't know how AEW operated in terms of, like, from my limited wrestling knowledge, watching all these years or whatever, like, I felt like anybody could come out, literally, although, there's somebody's booking it, but like literally somebody could just come out and be like, hey man, I'm challenging you. And we don't know if that person is going to win or lose. Like,
we saw it Sunday. Tony Storm beats Marina Shafir, and then, it was a good match. Goes up the ring, does her Tony Storm stuff, and is laid out on the ramp. And then out of the crowd comes Ronda Rousey. Like, this should be a holy shit moment. This should be like, oh my goodness, this is big. Ronda gets in the ring, points at Tony, and says, I want you here. Tony comes back down. They have a face-to-face. Doesn't look like it's going to get physical. Every ref, every security runs in to separate them, even though it never got physical. So that was kind of comical to me. And then Marina Shafir jumps back in and hits Tony from behind and gets the little retribution. Commentary after Marina hit her said, oh, we know that Ronda is a really good friend of Marina Shafir. If this had been WWE, throughout the build, throughout the match, they would have been like, Marina Shafir, who trained with Ronda Rousey, they would have thrown that little tidbit in there, which they didn't do.
But
that little nugget, that little breadcrumb, that when Ronda jumps in, we go, oh shit, this is what they were talking about.
Or if we're being real, and Derek can weigh in on this, they would have had Marina Shafir like at the end of the pay-per-view be leaving the arena, and then you have a random car pull up, and they roll the window down, and there's Ronda, and she's like, "Yo, let's get in. We got to talk."
Right.
And then they would have been like, "Oh, like you know what I mean?" That would have. Versus, I think it's funny because Ronda would have came out in a WWE setting and jumped somebody. People would have been like, "Oh," it's like again different expectations for different products. But we beat around the bush.
I broke the
beat
seal
around the bush. Derek, tell us how the beginning of Monday Night Raw started.
So, you know what I'm saying? They did the then, now, together, forever. That's how it started. You know what I'm saying? That's,
okay, go ahead.
Get out.
Go ahead.
Ejectocito.
Did you see Stephanopoulos get a graphic, a masked man?
Did he really?
When he jumped into the ring and he's taking off, they showed a masked man in the beginning, like if they were now taking over the show. And when I say I almost, my eyes almost crossed how quickly I rolled them. I was like, oh my God.
Wait, run that back. What happened?
Because now I'm curious. I'm like, did I miss something?
I'm like, what did I miss?
So in the beginning of the show, when they opened up the show and all the masked men started coming in from the crowd, they showed a graphic of a masked man on the show.
Yo, I'm literally about to look this up right now.
Look it up. It's the funniest thing. And I was just like, oh my God, is this going to be a thing? Are they going to be a gang?
It's a gang of masked men.
All right.
Look, I'm telling you.
Masked men get in the ring, and what happens? Look, Derek is
like
watching
it is one of the funniest things. It's like they just show a masked man graphic.
Did they take it away? Oh,
Yeah,
there it goes. There it goes. Okay.
I literally was like, oh my God. I was like, are they taking over the show? Like, I was like, brother. Like, what is the what is
it looked like new challenger.
Yeah. Like, I literally was like from SpongeBob, brother, this guy sucks. I was like I just went, that
was a good one. Okay, I didn't catch that.
And then it completely changed. And then when I saw, first of all, before we're gonna break this down, Paul Heyman looked like he had pink eye. And it looked like
Heyman looked like he was going through it.
I was like, did he get pink eye? I was like, what did Seth do? Did Seth running? Did Seth like touch booty holes? And it was like, like I was like, for the first time ever, I was like, oh, that makeup person needs to be fired because that looks like pink eye. That don't look like a black eye. That looks like pink eye. And he came out, and then when he said, I was side-eyeing the TV when this man said, because I was very keen looking when Paul Heyman came out alone. I thought he was when he was saying F-O, I was like, oh, one of these masked men has got to be Braun. And nope. And then they hit the Brock Lesnar. And then I still had hope that one of the masked men was Braun because how slowly he was taking off the leather jacket. And then when he started running through them, I literally was like, well, I guess, real life.
This is what we got.
I get, and I wasn't even gonna be mad. I was more disappointed because it's real life happens. Like, it's not like WWE chose this. It's like somebody got a doctor who was like, yeah, is this gonna happen? And be like, well, we can force him, but then we're gonna have to put him out the pasture if he hurts himself even more. Like, like, hey, can this horse run? Like, yeah, but we gotta shoot him in the head after he's done. like. And then all of a sudden, when it went out, I was like, what's going to happen now? I was just like, is somebody going to spear Seth? Because I felt like I got some excitement because the way Seth was sitting there just all smug, I was like, something crazy is going to happen. And then the lights went out. I was like, man, if they bring Undertaker's dusty ass out Or like in my mind, I was
He
racking
comes
my
out
brain.
and he's like, "You're both going to the Hall of Fame."
Like, because like think about it. Like, I thought it was gonna be something corny where Seth was gonna disappear from the ring, and then Brock was gonna be like, "Oh," but nope. What happened next, Derek?
It should have been Black History Month. I mean, it is mellowed in March. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Because it should have happened last month. But
Let's talk
you know what
about
I'm
it
saying?
with the lemon pepper steppers. Let's talk about it. What happened, Derek?
Child, boy, child. Listen, that boy Obafemi came out. You know what I'm saying? With his little strut, he was. Hey,
I was so mad that they kept cutting back to Brock. I'm like, no, show this man strutting.
Came out.
I wanted to spoil it so bad. I asked you for permission. I didn't even go to the main chat because I was like, how is no? And I was 15, 20 minutes behind.
I was driving home, man.
I was like, sir, nobody's watching Raw when normally everybody watches Raw. I was like, oh, okay. I was talking to Lily, and Lily looked like what was that picture where Ben Affleck is talking to J-Lo, and J-Lo's like, that's how Lily was. She was like okay.
You just need someone to talk to right now.
Yeah, like I was like, yo, this is crazy. And like she's like, okay. Like you could tell she was like holding a story on her phone. You know how like when you watch Instagram and you put your finger on it. She's like,
You didn't want to miss it.
Yeah, she's like, okay, okay. All right, babe. And then I was like, oh.
Hey, look, that's what I was like, something good happened. I just didn't know what, but Noah Marcos, I was like, it got to do with some black people. If he texted me, hit me up. It got to have to do something with some black people.
You knew it's coincidentally black people. It's your fandom. You knew it either had to do with New Day or Oba or somebody that you
somebody
liked.
I liked. Yeah, for sure. So we got Oba getting in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Nice and slow. He ain't rushing there. He ain't running. He popped that boy Brock up so high up on his shoulders and dropped him on his back.
Boy, oh boy.
Boy, if I was in the crowd, I would have cried. Boy.
I mean, feasibly Oba did.
Because it was a big moment. That's arguably the biggest pop he's ever had.
True.
Like, yo, it was like, and then on top of that, like I was watching something on YouTube where Brock, like, this is where Brock is at in his career when he gives you like, hey man, do your thing. Like he breaks wrestlers, like character wise. Remember when after Cody beat him and he stayed in the ring, Cody was looking at him like, all right, man, like I gotta celebrate. Like you ruined my spot. Like he had this weird look on his eye, like, oh, is Brock gonna be Brock right now? Like, am I gonna have to roll out the ring when they're playing my music? No, Brock, he broke character, spun him around. That wasn't in the plans. Like Brock was supposed to roll out and leave after the loss, but no, he put him over, and you can see Cody's face. He was like, man, like it was like, yo, like he popped because he's like, Brock actually likes me. Yep. And then the same thing was done with Drew, like same exact, because a lot of people forget that Brock, they're like, oh, he's selfish. But Brock, once he rocks with you, he rocks with you. Facts. He did that with Drew. Like there's a video that they put side by side with the Oba video where it was leading into Brock Lesnar losing the belt to Drew. Brock is like, hey, pick up the belt. You know what I mean? He's like, pick up the belt. And then Drew's like, oh, okay. And it's the same setup. Like Brock does not know how to shout or be, because he does this, like I told Derek this, he does a little push-up. Not a push-up, he does a little sit-up.
Yeah, he says,
hey, dog. And then he lays back down like he died.
He raises up and you can hear it, you can see it. He's like, step on my chest.
Yeah, and then he lays back down. And like I think the emotion, like it was good to see, man. Like, because that means like it's genuine. Like it's probably gonna end up on the next Unreal or whatever the hell. Like they're gonna be in the back clapping. Or Brock saying so. Brock saying some like Brock shit, like, you a big son of a bitch. You know how to put you over, baby. Like in his country voice, like, yeah, I'm gonna go back home and chop deer in half with my fist. Like,
listen, I ain't gonna lie. It was good to see. You know what I'm saying? We need a little retribution. Kofi tweeted,
Bro, did you see Seth? Seth had a smile on his face. Like, yo, everybody was genuinely happy.
He literally sitting in the back like this on the ropes.
Like amused. Like think about it. It's like if Seth was in the ring watching himself win his first championship in the heist of the century. It's like it's like, man, I get to see like somebody's career being made on a moment. Like, I mean, it's very rare for you to have that moment. People normally grind to get this reaction.
Oh, for sure.
But like literally, there's nobody in the world that would have elicited that reaction outside of him.
Yeah.
Like, even if they would have gone something crazy and been like, oh, it's Walls of Jericho hits. No, because it's like people are like, yes, yes, yes. And then this is why I didn't shit on Tony Schiavone, because Michael Cole said, oh shit, when he dropped that boy.
Big difference between that and an F-bomb in my personal.
They still blurted. It's funny, WWE, with you on their Instagram account, they're like, shit. For some reason, Netflix decided to censor it.
Yeah.
And they censored it.
Yeah.
But one of the big takeaways, too, Oba's walking to the ring, and one of the times it cuts to him, he's getting closer to the ring, and he's like, I don't care who you are. And like that presence just adds to him so much more. That little line, I wish it had been focused on a little bit, and I'm sure it'll probably come out when they have some face-to-face. As he strut to the ring and he goes, I don't care who you are, means that he's not scared. He's not afraid. He's ready to go.
But you do realize that we are 3-4 weeks away, and I think Brock is going to appear every time. So at some point, Brock is going to get an upper hand.
Oh, he got to get his. Yeah.
He got to get his lick back, because, they're going to go back and forth.
I'm not even mad on it. You know what I'm saying?
And, hopefully.
I don't even like Brock like that, but.
Oba's going to take an F5 and fight through it and prove who he is. Because if not, if he just dominates, if he just comes in and dominates Brock Lesnar, if he walks in, power bombs him and it's over.
I just hope.
No,
Brock
I don't want to.
I hope Brock is stretching and getting his calisthenics.
He about to get some work.
No, because imagine Brock. If you're he hasn't fought anybody that big in a minute to hoist up Obafemi, even if it's on a Monday Night Raw for an F5, he could tear something, and that
there's also something to be said. There's also a huge thing to be said about him working with somebody younger that he hasn't done in a long time. That's going to be able to make him look like Brock used to look, because Oba's athletic enough that when he goes to pick him up for an F5, Oba can help with that.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert: go watch Unreal. Oba can help with that, and it's going to make him look more dominant when he picks up Oba and gets him up so easy, because Oba can jump high enough that it's going to look easy, and then turn him around for the F5. It's going to look strong. They're both going to be dominant.
Yeah. And I think, and I was giving, I had a conversation today on while walking my dog with Derek, that I think if this is done right, I know people are like, oh, if he loses, we're gonna riot, but it's like you could book this really, really strong, and Brock could go over, even if it's just by a little, and that's not what you want ideal, but you like Oba's a made man after this match, because it's not a fluke match that all of a sudden, like, you remember when they did with the Nigerian giant almost, and like they were trying to put him over and they didn't have a plan, but like seeing these two beasts collide is going to be amazing. And I'm curious to see, like, I can see this opening up Mania as their first match and being crazy.
I would be fully behind that being opening match on night one, because that just rockets the entire emotion of the entire show.
Yeah, they just gotta follow it up though. That's the only thing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta,
Yeah,
you
well,
gotta
somebody,
keep you gotta keep that motion going.
Yeah, but that I wouldn't want to follow them.
somebody
Nah,
did
look.
GM mode.
You gotta listen. I don't know. I think it could be a banger. I'm not gonna lie. I want Oba to win.
I want him to
You
win
know.
too, but if and we all know that Brock has limited dates.
Yeah.
And unlike John Cena, Brock is not like, oh, I don't want to be available. It's more like, hey man, what's your budget? What you got on my 40, Craig?
What you got on my 40, homie?
Like, it's like, all right. Like if I have 4 matches and my last match is gonna be my retirement match, unless you want me to go over on the way out, I gotta get some wins somewhere. Like, you know what I mean? So
Facts.
maybe it's a situation where Oba gets him back in another match. Like, you know what I mean? Like Brock only works PLE, and if Oba gets a mini feud out of this and they work a couple PLEs together, I'm with it. Like trade wins back and forth.
I mean, yeah, always here for it. I don't know.
You know?
I got my selfish reasons. You know what I'm saying?
I know, but it's like I like the fact that people were breaking character, man. Like I thought Kofi was heel. Like they should somebody should have superimposed Triple H when he was like, "Hey man, I thought you were Jamaican," and then Kofi like, "What?" Like I thought you were heel, baby.
Guess I ain't Jamaican no more. Listen,
like,
listen. Seeing that little tweet, I was like, "Oh, yes, for the people of Wakanda."
Like, man, and speaking of what.
Y'all gonna see a lot of niggas in Vegas like this.
And I speaking of, and I think we had a couple matches after this. This was hot. Like it felt like almost like a Raw after Mania. Like
it does look like he got pink eye. That's disgusting.
Yeah,
hey, big time does.
But you know what he said he did like last time when somebody took him out, like he didn't sleep for like some days.
He didn't sleep for 48 hours.
And he ain't color his hair because I see the gray.
Yeah,
it looked disgusting.
Yeah, it's the eye. Like he looked rough, but then the eye's like, wait a minute, that looked like pink eye, my man.
Like somebody put it on his pillow, bro.
So then we had I love when they're methodical with Roman Reigns. We had him in backstage segments and with the Usos, and then we had the rest of the Vision backstage segments. And I think I was talking to Derek earlier. I think the Vision is going to take the tag belts off of the Usos because I think at least for Raw for the time being, having heels and faces chasing is better for the time being. And also the Vision, you feel bad. You got to give him something, dog. Like Brock is not even. He's not even like okay. Based on what happened yesterday, Braun is going to be ready. And I think that's going to be a solo Braun thing. You know what I mean? Like, I think Paul Heyman is going to be with Brock and Braun. I think Logan Paul and Austin are going to be, not Austin, wait. What the, oh, my God, I forgot old boy's name. Yeah, it's Austin, right?
Austin Theory.
Austin Theory. He's going to be gone. Like they might not even have Paul Heyman come out with them. Like, I like that chip on their shoulder. They're like, oh, okay.
I think they're pushing more for Austin and Braun and pushing Logan Paul.
I don't think it doesn't make sense if Braun comes back and doesn't have a match with Seth, right?
I think they want Logan Paul to be that guy right now.
Did y'all notice that like Brock was looking out at the crowd when Oba was coming out?
Yeah, like
he was shocked
cheering for him,
like,
right?
Yeah, he was looking around like, damn, this guy,
bro. I think everybody was like, holy shit! Like,
oh, if we're revisiting that, can we also revisit the sign that had the little emoji going, and say, I think we need one more masked man. It was dead center too.
Yo, and y'all notice how they featured the big Seth Rollins mask man that Brock, that was the only guy he gave an F5 to? Like, oh, you had your 15 minutes of fame. They're like, all right, now you gonna be the guy that gets the F5. First of all, those guys, those indie wrestlers that they used are amazing. They were getting dropped in their head, and their selling was crazy. Like for one point, I thought one guy got hurt, that he got dropped in the ring steps, but not. Like 2 seconds later, he flipped up and just left out.
So one of the things that, to your point, one of the things that I looked at and went, dang, that was really well done. When Brock stands up and pushes the 3 guys out, they all took that bump really convincingly. That was really well done. Like it's worth going and looking at that little 2-second clip to be like, oh, that's good selling.
And I think less is more in this case. Like, I know you guys are gonna hate it, but I think the Usos not having matches for the tag belts really like helps the feud, because it's like, okay, let's say they defend their tag belt right now, like tomorrow or next week, to a random team. It's like it just showcases them having a match, because you know that the team that they're facing, even if they're a team that have been together, they're not going to lose to them, because we're heading Vision versus Usos. I think,
yeah, but still to have them carry the titles at least.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's
the fact that you don't see the titles at all, like you haven't seen them in at minimum the last 2 weeks.
Maybe there's somebody in the back going like, hey man, let's not have these titles, and then people will be like, where the tag team titles at? Like, why are we not having matches? They're just carrying them around. I could also see a situation, and I'm leaning towards this theory. I could see CM Punk beating Roman Reigns clean, so? and Roman. This is.
Can we talk about that segment?
Yes. First of all, Roman Reigns is flaming him
because,
like, my man. I know he said
Punk maniacs, and I was like, yeah, you can lose now. I don't even care. Punk maniac. That's why I put on the crowd booing shirt. I was like, oh, this is where we're going.
I find it funny. I can see CM Punk winning, and the reason why is because it's the disrespect angle that Stone Cold has. It kind of, not Stone Cold, wow, that Roman Reigns has. It kind of reminds me of when Triple H and Shawn Michaels were in a triple threat versus Cena, and the DX was kind of like, yeah, so I guess one of us is gonna win the belt because this kid ain't shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's kind of like, I feel like Roman is big boying CM Punk this entire angle. And I think if CM Punk wins, which might not be the case, you could have him get up and do the handshake, and then boom, cue the Usos. Talking about like, hey fam, like now you respect this man, and then Jay crashing out and turning on Roman. And then, you know, Jimmy following suit, like, yo, you let him disrespect the family. That's not tribal chief behavior. And then, you know, he takes his ass on his, you know, break that he takes. And then, you know, you have a heel running. You could insert another, you know, Samoan A in there, and they could be a faction again. That kind of shakes things up.
I think we'll see Roman go over, and then we're gonna have a SummerSlam build for Roman Seth.
Okay, I can see that.
Especially if they put the tag titles on Theory and Logan. That means that they've scrapped the plan for the Vision versus Seth Rollins, and it's gonna start to go towards Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns.
I have Braun coming back in the next 2 weeks and setting up that match. I think,
which will be interesting, because I haven't heard anything about where he is physically, medically.
Okay. I see what you said that now. Okay, I caught it.
What, you talking about me?
Nah. What Shane said, with him saying, I don't care who you are. I had to watch the segment again. Like, you can see the green on the screen.
That I don't care who you are comes off as powerful, right?
Yeah. And this is one of the times since he's been on the main roster that he hasn't hit his little chant going down the ring, you're gonna die tonight, this, that, and the third. Like, he walked outside of saying that, he didn't say anything else. He just strutted like when he was in NXT.
Yeah.
So I like it was funny because my wife asked me. She was like, "Is he M'Baku of the WWE?" And I was like, "Sure,
Yes.
is, sure is."
Yes, I'm down
He
for that.
sure
I'm here
is.
for it.
Like, so yeah, I think WWE can go in different directions with Roman and Seth. Like I'm good either way. What about you, Derek? Do you have a hard preference of who wins?
Of who wins out of them two? Yeah, I want Roman. I'm not gonna
Okay.
lie to you. Maybe it's my bias.
Because you want him to the bloodline again? You want to
one more time? Why not? What? Look, that's what it looks like is gearing up to do. Is to give us another run.
I got a little bit of chills when they're sitting in the backstage. I'm surprised not one of them go like, "Hey man, this feels familiar" when they're sitting on the couch.
Well, it's been a while.
That's what Punk said. He was like, "This is looking all a little bit too familiar."
Yeah.
Look, I'm here for it. I want to see it.
But to Punk's point, I mean, Roman absolutely had the upper hand there. But to Punk's point, him pointing out, "Yo, this looks a little bit too familiar." You realize what happened last time this happened? And then LA Knight coming and pointing that out as well.
Listen, I'm here for it.
What the hell are they gonna do with LA Knight?
Let him go and say, yeah.
Because they're trying to. I feel like he's being shoehorned in, and I don't see a clear way where wrestling logic. And I know that sounds like a crazy word, wrestling logic. Like as a WWE historian, I don't see a way that they put him in a match with anybody. Like the math ain't mathing. There isn't another person for you to feud with.
Because you know what's going to happen, sir? We know WWE. We all do. All three of us. Even our fourth man off the bench who's not here right now.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying, who gave us that amazing intro, by the way, just in case y'all missed it. Watch the episode.
We're going to run it back at the end when we leave.
One time for the one time. Listen, they're going to give him Friday Night SmackDown before, obviously before night one of WrestleMania, before Hall of Fame. He's going to win the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Friday night.
Or he does that, and then he costs the Usos the belt, and guess who's the fourth member in the time being of the Vision? And beat him, join him.
I mean, who else did that?
It's white guys running wild. That's what the Vision is.
I mean, there definitely is a Samoan in there, you know.
Well, he ain't. He's on the shelf, baby.
Okay.
And then you could keep him in there, and then they do the whole what we didn't get with Judgment Day, with Liv coming back like, who the hell is this mofo? Like have Bronson Reed like who what?
We just adding people to the party.
Yeah.
This sound like you got served.
Yeah.
This sound like you got served when Wade sold him out. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's more interesting than I would have to see that than an LA Knight match. And please don't hurt me out there, people.
You don't want to do LA Knight versus
hey man,
versus Phil Hendry?
No, why?
Why not?
So if it's you got served, who's Omarion?
Who's Omarion is Jimmy. And Marcus Houston is Jay.
Okay, so speaking of random, speaking of randomness,
okay,
is Young OG hurt? Why has he had a match?
I mean, he did get hurt.
No, but like in real life, is he hurt?
I think he got hurt in the chamber.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he did.
Because he's just been
I think he got hurt in the chamber. Like nothing crazy. Maybe like what you call it, protocol or something like that. Something slight. But
because it's like he wasn't in AAA. He normally does that thing. He was just MIA.
I ain't gonna hold you. What was it you was talking about? You was talking about earlier with some random happening. No, fuck that. I don't care about that.
Danhausen?
No, it's his turn. it's the young OG's turn and linking up with the New Day.
Oh yeah. We were talking about it. Like I could easily see, based on a couple things, and they can explain this kayfabe. Danhausen, you saw Kofi push
Yo, with the quickness.
Waller, and then him immediately saying that to Waller. I could easily see it where Kofi or something, they have a match, and then OG's like, man, forget this, and then they kind of look at each other, dapper up, and then they beat down their partners, and then we have, hey, the New Day for the New Day, baby, like with the old school cats tag team with the new young prospect. I mean, they don't need a heater. I don't think they need a heater. I think they need somebody that fits.
Yeah.
And Javon gives them the youthful and the refresher that they need. Because then they become the veterans teaching the future. I kind of like that.
I don't like the shoehorn in there. And there was a minute that they almost shoehorned Apollo Crews in a New Day a while back.
Mm-hmm.
And then they almost did the same with our co-host.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't like just, oh, hey, there's a black wrestler on the roster. Let's go ahead and put him in New Day.
I just caught what you said.
But
the slowest moment I've had all day. I was like, what?
So
I was like, you talking about Rand?
No, co-host, I don't know which side you're on. This one?
So I don't know. I think narratively, if we have a tag match at Mania, which I think is where this is heading to, or maybe a one-on-one match, it can make sense because you're like, because Kofi has not attacked him. Kofi has not insulted him. He's kind of like just in his ear. And it's not like carrying cross. That's twice we've mentioned today. It's kind of like, hey, like he's mentioning it because what Kofi is giving him is sage advice.
Yeah. Listen, Kofi coming to him like the OG to the young OG. You know what I'm saying?
And it's like, it makes sense because, I kind of like it. Because let's be honest, like Grayson is not working out because they're not doing anything with him.
It was cool for the time being. You know what I'm saying?
Like they needed somebody, he needed something, but I feel like this opens up a window for Grayson to go off on his own because I think he management is happy the way he portrayed the masked man during the months that he did it. Give him something,
I'd like to see Grayson Waller succeed. Like, I think he's got a lot of talent. The stuff he did in NXT was really good. I'd like to see him get a little bit of something.
I mean, I'm down for it. Look, give him some mid-card title shots. I mean, like I've met him. Like he's a cool dude. Like on an outside setting, you know what I'm saying. So I people I like. I want them to succeed. So, but get him out the New Day.
But I think it's a good point. It's a good point for us to what is now going to be our weekly moment, wrestling wise. Like I'm trying to think about what I think the question of the scenario should be. And I had it earlier. What is a match that we never got, but looking at the roster that you're like, 100% we should have done it? And I want to start with you, Derek.
Give me the question again. What was the question? What
is a match that between two people that we never got that you wish we would have got, that they were on the roster at the same time? And for some reason, it just never happened.
Either the person last 10 years?
Anywhere. Since you've been a fan.
Ooh, that's tough. All right.
Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be just a match that you're like, oh man, that would have been dope.
I mean, I can go super, super, super simple.
Sure. Whatever comes to mind first.
For me, for the fan that I am, the match that we never got, that we should have, but circumstances being what they are, Like I said, I'm gonna go simple. I feel like we should have got Big E coming back and either bumping heads with the New Day or hitting the swerve while he bumped heads with the New Day, like in a match. Like I
Okay.
mean, we got several times where he's mentioned that he's okay, and that he was
Mhm.
waiting for them to have something for him before
Yep.
we got the actual announcement of retirement.
Yep.
I mean, yes, his injury was bad, but we've seen many of people come back from that same injury. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Whether it was a quick comeback or it was, time out, like years out, and then them coming back. So I definitely think just from a fan aspect, like him versus one of the members of the New Day, if not both, or a couple trade-off matches would have been dope.
Okay. What about you, Shane?
I've got two that are more historic matchups.
Talk about it.
HBK, Eddie Guerrero,
Mm-hmm.
and Undertaker Sting.
Undertaker, Sting, HB. Those are good. Those are good.
Okay.
Those are good.
I got could have had it. I absolutely would have loved to have seen never a match between Big E and the New Day, but instead everything leads up to a match, and then they go, "Ha, y'all idiots! We love each other."
I mean, like I said a swerve.
I'm there for the swerve. I don't ever want that match.
But the build up to that,
yep, I want
amazing.
the build, and then I want the
Amazing.
swerve, and them to be like, "Ha ha, bye."
I like that. I got one for you.
A heel Big E would be crazy.
And this is simple. And I want you to let me walk through the scenario.
Fuck it. Yeah.
I
Let me
think,
walk with you.
I think Triple H and The Rock, like when they teased it years ago.
Okay.
When they were on Monday Night Raw and The Rock had the black like varsity jacket on, and they kind of like went face to face backstage, and then they stopped and then they dapped each other up, like a final Rock Triple H match in their personas that they are now. Like I'm talking about post Cena Rock, post hair, Triple H cutting his hair, King of Kings Triple H. You know what I mean? I feel like an end of an era match between the two is something that we physically can't ever have ever again, because one guy cannot physically do it.
Ticker ain't ticking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
And just off the offshoot of that, I honestly wanted to see an Andrade versus Dom Mysterio match.
That would have been cool. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like that could have worked. It could have humped. But that's pretty much it. And I think it's a good place for us to end. But let's end on an amazing note. Shout out to Michael B. Jordan winning the Oscar.
Yes, sir.
For Best Actor for Sinners. Come on now. Shout out.
Yo, and did you all see Ryan Coogler's hair?
Yes. I've been talking about it for like the last couple of days.
Why is it so short now?
What do you mean? You get trims and stuff, man.
Like no, he got the little naked braids.
Hey.
But yeah, the guitar and the clef is amazing.
Yeah,
that's amazing braiding skills. So
he said, "Get on it, Lock Stallion."
Listen. I didn't know you can win I almost said Grammys. I didn't know you can win Oscars for best hair in a movie.
Yeah,
I was like,
hair, makeup, set design, art.
I was like, I gotta figure this out.
All right. So
get Ryan Coogler's number
before we head out. I think on the way out, we need to do what? We need to run it back and then just end it. So next time we check you guys out, we're gonna leave you again with our intro music. You got it queued up, Derek?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it. Let's run it back. Let's run it back.
bumps and bruises, 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 bumps and bruises. Bumps and bruises, 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 bumps and bruises.
Yeah, shout out the priest in the chat. Bumps and bruises, we like the fuses. Grab a seat and hear what the news is. Don't confuse us, you know the name. We the best and the brightest in this podcast game. Derek Marcos and Drizzen with the hot takes and recaps. Hit us in the chat, we welcome all feedback. Turn it up, cause we giving them hell. We the best in the business, now ring the bell.
Bumps and bruises, 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 bumps and bruises. Bumps and bruises, 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 bumps and bruises.